Hi, I'm Alison and welcome to the China Repair Studio. So today I thought I would start on this beautiful bowl, and I'm going to do a few videos on the process of start to literally to the finish of when I finish this bowl, and at the end I'm going to do something rather different with it. Now before I do, if you haven't subscribed before, please subscribe, please like, and also please share. Right, so I've been given this beautiful bowl. I'll just show you it here, and it's from a client of mine, and as you can see it's been broken very badly and it's been stuck together by, I think, super glue, and it is on the verge of breaking again. So what I'm going to do is we're going to wash it, clean it up, break it apart, ready for it to then dry, then for the next level, which will be the gluing of it. Now it's an 18th century, I think it's 18th century, maybe early 19th century, and it's femelle rose Chinese, and it's absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can see here, it's got even cockerels on there staring each other out. It's really rather beautiful, decorated inside and out. Now it doesn't have any gold gilding on it, which is quite a relief because that's always quite tricky. Although I'm just going to use, I think for the moment, just a washing up liquid and some very hot water to break it apart properly and to clean it, and we'll see how we get on. Now what you do need is some gloves, and I tend to use an old toothbrush. That's really useful for cleaning all the crevices without damaging any of the porcelain or the china. Now I've got some washing up liquid, don't need too much, and I've just boiled a kettle so it's nice and hot. I'm just going to, with the water, with the kettle, you want to try to find, can't see it from here unfortunately, but where the break is, and try to apply it on the break because that will soften any glue. Now because this is such a large piece of china, it won't actually fit in my bowl, so it's more tricky actually to break, and I think it's at a funny angle as well, so I think it's going to be quite hard to pull apart. So while that's in, I'm just going to start washing with the brush. You want to make sure it's nice and clean. Right, now you can see I'm going to try to start breaking this apart. You can see it's coming together now, it's starting to break. I think there's one or two bits which are stuck and it's almost jammed in place because of the angles, but I don't want to create any more new breaks. Right, you can see it's coming away there, it's come away there. Now it's just on this bit, so we need to somehow, almost needs to be a two-man job this, it's quite tricky to get this off. Now we are, I'm going to get him off without trying to cause any more damage. Again, sometimes it just takes just a little bit of movement. I think there's a little bit. I think it's coming from this end. I think there might be still some glue attached. So I try to put it onto the line. Hopefully that will soften anything. That will help it come away better. One, because of the size, and two, because of the angle of the breakage. It's quite hard for it to come away. Now, it's to come away that side. Yep, that's completely come away. And we just need to get this side to come away. And we have to do it from the other angle. Give it a little wiggle. And hopefully that will come away now. See that glue coming away from here as well. Let's get some more water on there. Push any parts of glue. Let's just try to take it off. Gosh, it's very tricky. Help! Yes, I don't want to break it any more than what it is. Let's try this way again. It's completely broken, but let's try to get it. I might have to do it this way. No, it doesn't want to go that way. It's not going to go that way. It does not want to come out. Let's get some of the glue there. What's it going to do? Let's do it up that side. See, it's very loose everywhere, but it's very, very stubborn. Now, how am I going to get him off? Oh. Just need to get him out there. So I don't want to break any more pieces. Ah, there he is, and he's come away. Lovely. Let's get that bit there. Sometimes it takes just a bit of time, particularly if they're a bit stubborn. You can see there's a tiny bit of glue still stuck, and we need to get him off. Just wiggle it slightly, get some more. There it is. Ah, I can see what they've done. That's why it was tricky. Now can you see here, it's been pinned on by a couple of nails. There's a nail still there, and I'll place him very carefully on some kitchen roll there. And actually let's put him so he doesn't fall. Right, let's show you here. Now can you see here? Now this just shows you never would know what you're getting. So this is why it's tricky to come off and really hard, because there's some nails. Can you see there? And here. So what they've done previously, by looking at it, there's hardly any glue on there whatsoever. They've basically just drilled some nails in to hold it into place, and that's why it was tricky to come off, not because of the glue. I thought it was strange because you had huge big gaps, but it just wouldn't come off. So as you can see, those nails are in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean him up, and then I think we're going to take those nails out and I might replace those. We'll see. Okay, right, so what you need to do, again, trusted toothbrush, and just start to clean all the old glue off. Now it's starting to come away. Super glue tends to go yellow after a time, so I can see that it's super glue, but the good thing is it does tend to come off quite easy. See, and sometimes you can almost pull it off. Now sometimes I can see here it's got a bit of, someone's been painting and it's got a bit of paint on there, so you could very carefully use a blade just to slowly take off that paint. I don't know if you can see there. That's coming away quite nicely. You don't want to go in too hard, you don't want to scratch anything, but just very, very lightly. There you go. And then toothbrush, and it's coming away now. Now, when you are taking things apart and cleaning them, you want to make sure that 100% of the glue is taken off. You don't want anything remaining, otherwise it's not going to adhere to the other side when we do glue it. So you have to make sure it's completely taken off. Sometimes if you can't take something off with a toothbrush, you could get a blade, but then remember you've got to be very careful because you don't want to be chipping away at any of the porcelain, and you could slowly take bits off. You can see there, you can see that, and but only do that while it's wet and warm because it will come away a lot easier. And we can just take away some of the glue. Let's do some there. Yeah, what I'll do is I think I'll take the glue off completely, let it dry, and then see what I'm going to do about these little almost, I won't say rivets, but nails which are holding them into place. Let's see, just see bits of glue on there, and then just very gently take it off and then use the brush. And then keep going all the way through, making sure everything is off. Gosh, I feel like I've had a workout with this. It's that was quite tricky because it come off in the end. And then we just do a little bit more here. Now, as I say, you don't want anything remaining. You want it 100% all taken off, so when it comes to gluing, it will be a lot easier. And you want to, and then you just would clean it up inside and out, also the outside. You still want it nice and clean. Oops, don't make it worse. And give that a good clean all over. And again, make sure you clean 100% where the glue has been. And then once that's finished being cleaned, then if you can get some kitchen roll, I'll just get some here, just put that back into the bowl. So take some kitchen roll. And you can just place it on some kitchen roll just for it to dry. And it has to dry completely before we glue it, so I would probably leave it for a good 24 hours. You could dry it up a bit with some kitchen roll as well, for instance. You could take some kitchen roll and just wipe it down. That will give it a head start. And just very carefully, you don't want any fibres from the kitchen roll on there. And on the other end. And then we're just going to place it down carefully. Move that chair there. There we go. So that's there, placed all ready to dry, and in the next video we're going to be gluing it back together again. So I hope you enjoyed this video today. It just shows you never know what you're going to get until you start breaking things apart and looking beyond the obvious, and I hope you learned something. And again, please subscribe and please like and please share, and I will see you in the next one. And I will take my gloves off and turn this off. Bye.